Okay, now then for round 3 we go. It's Leo's memory. We do see the first, the 5 bans here. Look at that. We've banned the thick team. We've banned the Mercy, we've banned the Siri, we've banned the Psychologist, and we've banned the Forward. There goes the thick team, I guess. Everyone can tank a lot of damage and everyone can take for quite a long time. Wow. Wow. But for free Survivor, it seems like they do want to prioritize. It seems like they do want to prioritize the Toy Merchant and the Patient coming out first, considering the fact that Patient and Toy Merchant does have their own unique ability or their own unique item to allow them to rotate towards Factory a little bit easier for them to contain. So it seems like we know what what Free is prioritizing right now. They're mainly trying to prioritize their solo containment instead of supports in general, just to keep up with a Cypher Rush. Mumu coming out with a Professor though. Professor, I haven't seen him ever since Dodie 2 played him. Professor coming out. Professor coming out, that is not Yingel's Professor. I think Yingel plays Professor, if I'm not wrong. I should keep up to date a little bit more. But the last one from Miko, it seems like it'll be an Acrobat. Not bad overall here. But the Professor coming out, if Professor comes out, then that simply means that they're aiming for an endgame body block. That's what I'm gonna say. If Professor comes out, they're aiming for an end to mid game body block, in which if the Cypher is enough, then Professor is able to sacrifice his own decoding speed time for whoever's on chair to rebound Kai. The good thing about Professor body blocking really is just the fact that slowing the hunter's own attack animation down really does help him a lot. But here's the catch: Nayid. Nayid is the biggest catch. Considering she's also a fish as well. Nayid is also the biggest catch. Nayid will counter Professor pretty darn hard, is what I would say. You can throw the harpoon out and start dashing around and making huge puddles, but also Nayid does have fast attack speed, but also she can, very similar to Anne, she can cut a lot of the corners really darn fast when it comes to her own attack animation as well. So there's the likes of Nayid. Against this team comp, it's going to be a bit hard. We can also say chip hunters in general, but it seems like Bliku will be coming out. You know what? Even a clown will work. But we're not playing clowning Leos. It's too risky. Bloody Queen coming out for Miko GW right here. Not bad. But if this was Alexis, this is perfect for Wax Artist. If this was Alexis, it would be perfect for Wax Artist right now. But overall, BQ's not such a bad pick. But the only bad thing about BQ coming out is it's still a bit risky with the flywheel, cause professors do bring flywheels, so that's something that we need to be very careful about as well. We don't really see Leo's memories. Leo's memories is more of a survivor side of map, as we all do know as well. But not a lot of survivors do like that. Well, I mean, a lot of survivors do like Leo's memory. Not a lot of hunters like it. So if the hunters doesn't like it and the survivors like it, then survivors definitely have the carry for this one. Let's see. Seems like Professor will be inside Factory for this one. We'll be seeing Toy Merchant near the middle to put down the catapult for them to rotate in. Patient is currently in the shack, and First Officer is at the furthest away from BQ right now. Spawning near the moon gaze. Not too bad overall, but this is really gonna test Bloody Queen's Patient. One catapult, one 2-story setting, one glider, 3 hooks. The only one who she really can chase is the hardest chased, who is in Factory. This vicinity, it's gonna hurt so much. The problem with Professor also against the BQ is if you're close enough, you can just run towards the BQ. So then you can use your shell shock when they use their attack animation. But onto the game we go. Okay, now then, spawning in towards Leo's memories, where will Miko GW be going first is the real question. We do see that Silverware has already located into factory, and the professor is currently behind that pallet right now. This is going to be a little bit hard right here. BQ mirror will be coming out, but I don't think it's worth it. It seems like the mirror will not be coming out right here immediately. BQ coming, oh well, I mean, this should guarantee the hit. This should guarantee the hit. This should guarantee the hit right here. Bought a little bit of time, but this should at least guarantee the hit. Miko GW wanting to, he's being a little bit greedy is what I would say, but also at the same time he's not being greedy, because like if Miko GW wants to buy enough time for the next mirror to be ready, then that type of movement there is definitely understandable. But if she doesn't want to waste time, then you know she doesn't want to waste time. But at least the good news is, there goes Silverware. Very nicely done mirrors, very nicely done mirrors right there. Two very distinct mirrors, very accurate and distinct mirrors. And there's a basement. Oh no. Oh no. There goes everything for free. Oh no. It's really unfortunate. There's two catapults. Not one catapult has been placed down for Toy Merchant to immediately jump back up into the factory. That's very unfortunate right there. We do see that Chanel is currently nearby, throwing that mirror out immediately. Knows where the first officer is, but first officer has already used a watch right here, so his watch will now be nullified because he's not close enough towards the BQ. He's not close enough towards the BQ. Gets a hit right there immediately. Doesn't want to play around too much with the first officer. There's a chance for her to aim for a double down, but it seems like if Silver just runs out here, that's more than enough. Cypher isn't enough. Cypher really isn't enough. Blinky, not Blink. Not Priestess. Mary hasn't even used Blink yet, and Yui is currently here. So mirror on the wall. Who is the naughtiest boy of them all? That's one flywheel used by Patient. And that is going to be not a hit on a Patient. Okay, very nicely done by the Patient right there. And no catapult placed down by the Toy Merchant. 12 seconds left until next mirror. This is going to hurt a lot. Currently the first, not the first officer, sorry. Currently the first officer, no, not who's Chanel. First officer's in factory right now. Oh, that sucks, I guess. But the good thing here is if we can force the Patient to rescue right here, all that one needs to be done is to blink down the Toy Merchant, honestly. Oh, didn't force it out. Oh no, did force it out. Gets a hit right here immediately. There is a mirror ready for BQ to use. One mirror, and there goes Toy Merchant. And we have a Patient at half health. 3 ciphers left on the field to do. BQ has blink. GG, well played, good luck, have fun. Sadly, it's really up to one of them to do a beautiful rebound kite, beautiful second kite. Honestly, it's up to one of them to do a beautiful second kite, but they have to be able to dodge the blink for this one, and Patient cannot dodge the blink because his flywheel has been used. After the flywheel has been consumed right here, Patient seems like BQ knows where he's rotating towards. That's one mirror on the wall, but where immediately changing mirrors right here, pulls a small hook, but this hook should allow him to rotate in between the pallets right here. But sadly, if we can get a pallet on, then it'll change the game a lot. If we can get a pallet on, then it can change it. Oh no, never mind. Very accurate blink right there. Very fast and accurate blink right there. Doesn't even need to think twice about that. Now Mumu will be the one who's going to be forced to rescue right here, but can he make it on time is the biggest question, because the chair is so far away. The chair is so far away from the professor. The professor is so far away from the chair. My English, there we go again. If Biku can bait out the shells. Oh, that's one shell baited. Are we gonna see the hit? You didn't use it? Oh wait, no, this distance isn't enough. Mumu. Oh, Flavor didn't come out as well. The cipher was not enough. Once the legend once says the cipher was not enough. I mean, first officer could come in, but even if first officer comes in, it'll lead to a double down. As I've been saying as well, Patient has to rebound kite if first officer comes in. But once again, they can just meet BQ and change targets if he wishes to do so. Honestly, getting a hit on first officer right there. Patient is currently on the ground. Can really just aim. Oh, first officer is dead. Can really just look for the. Oh, that is not a good mirror, but that is also not that much of a good hook. Is that a good hook? That is a good hook. Patient's able to pull away right here. First officer and professor needs to heal each other right now. That's the biggest problem right here. If they don't, it's really game over. Didn't get the hit right there, thankfully. 60 seconds left until I think that's teleport that has been changed from BQ. Didn't get the mind game here, thankfully. BQ's next mirror should be ready right now. Did manage to create some distance here from the patient, but I think he's not going to be able. Yeah, he is. Okay, never mind. He was able. He was able to go into between the pallets right there. But his rebound has been done very well. See, this is what we mean. When you play BQ, your first 2 mirrors are great. Your next mirrors are just dead. Just dead. Patient is still doing a really good job right here. It seems like it'll be a 3. It seems like the cipher might be primed by the time patient goes down. Well, not by the time patient goes down, but patient going into wow. Comes out. Gets down here immediately. It's fine though. At least it's got guaranteed 1-man escape. At least for now, it's a guaranteed 1-man escape. But BQ still has not changed towards teleport just yet. We can also see that the last cipher, none of the ciphers are primed. I think we can just pop ciphers here. It doesn't really matter now. It really doesn't matter now. We can just pop ciphers here. Ciphers machines all has been popped. Currently Chanel has been highlighted, who is the first officer right now with no items left on the field. But it seems like BQ has thrown the mirror out towards the very odd location right now, but he should be able to blink down right here. Guaranteed 3-man elimination. So all what survivors for TuI for next time have to do is really just a 1-man elimination. That's about it. No, 1-man escape. That's about it. Moving on towards second half. I commented this a little bit more. Okay, moving on towards second half. Wheel and Wax are this fan. Yeah, I see why. Wheel's not bad, I guess. Especially if you want to chase someone in factory. Wheel's definitely not bad. But Wax Artist is a definite ban for Leos in general. The Wax Artist is a definite banning Leos in general. For our survivor side, it seems like Mex here, Ento, and the first officer will be coming out first. And of course, from the Hunter's ban, wow! TuI Merchant and Anti-Current getting the first 2 bans alongside with our... Well, who's this? With our Prospector, Mercenary, Forward, and the Professor. I'm surprised Forward is still considered as a banning CN. Honestly, because there's not a lot of people using Forward anymore, but once again understandable. Mid-kite harass is really annoying, really annoying. So getting the Forward ban there isn't such a bad choice at all. With the mech coming out, mech should probably will be deploying the doll, because you see when mech spawns in factory, she can immediately deploy the doll and start running away. If Hunter decides to go for the doll, mech is already like 10,000 miles away. Mech is already like 20 seconds away from the Hunter, so Hunter needs 20 seconds to at least catch up or even to see mech, which is a huge problem right here. But it seems like from Wilmy we want to go for our Clerk. Clerk, oh no, Clerk against here is not good, is it? I mean, risk it, it's a risk, it's a do or die, it's really a do or die right now. The only option for Clerk really to win this is to lock Mechanic Stall Cipher as much as possible. So then, when endgame comes, you can open the cipher yourself and then force the survivors to failed rescue or even get a 4-man elimination. That's the way to go. That's the thinking of Clerk for this one. Clerk has to aim for a 4-man elimination to win against TuI, but if TuI managed to get a 1-man escape, then it's a win for TuI. Here's Sally with the points and all. And then it seems like mech will be spawning in factory. We'll be seeing a entomologist here and the first officer. One in middle, the other first officer. First officer is at one of the most safest location ever, I won't lie about that. And then a seer in shack. It seems like our Clerk will be spawned inside, spawned by the corner near that big water barrel, if I'm not wrong, near the big water barrel. So, but once again, the biggest problem really is just you're a single hit hunter against a seer, and you're a mech, and you're a Clerk. Mech stands in between pallets. No, mech doesn't even need to stand in between pallets. Mech just runs and seer gives owls, and that's about it. That's all what there is there. That's all what there is. So, Bonbon definitely would have worked, but the problem with Bonbon really is this map is really big. So it does hurt quite a bit for Bonbon short legs to walk around. But in all honesty, this is up to Wilmy now how he plays out. But this is 3 versus TuI for Game 3, second half. Okay, on to the game we go. Regency spawning right there immediately decides not to deploy the dodges yet because it's not such a great location. After all, it seems like the mechanic will be going upstairs straight towards that window right there at the upper side. I don't think he has deployed the doll just yet. Yeah, he hasn't deployed the doll just yet, but we also do see that the entomologist is currently at middle getting ready to go with the assist. With Clerk side as well, trump card detention, which oh wait, impulsive, and I think that's one stack of Berserker right there. At least a good sign for Clerk is she has one window lock scroll, but the bad sign is Mech is just creating so much distance right now, so it's going to be really hard for her to do anything. Locks onto the Mech right here, as we can see. Mech is just going to contain for as long as possible. Is the doll out? That's my biggest question. I don't think the doll is out, but already coming in with the entomologist B's assist, that's one hit, and most likely will be getting rid of the beast right there for herself. Ento has currently ran from such a long distance. Oh, Ento's at Christmas tree, well, the Christmas tree mini runes cipher right now. It seems like Sierra has already placed that pallet down, and we can see that the mechanic is going to deploy the doll right now and start decoding. Good thing for Mech is she currently decodes at a faster rate because of the fact that no one has been injured on the field, but it seems like Mech has not deployed the doll just yet. Probably is going to wait until someone has been injured, deploys the doll, and then moves on towards the next cipher. But NJ is currently rotating towards Mech right here, so it's not that much of a great idea. But it doesn't seem like Clerk has any intentions of wanting to chase after this mechanic anymore. Gets the hit right there and forces Clerk in towards that corner. Very nicely done by the entomologist. Very nicely done by the entomologist right here. But of course, once again, Seer has Owl, so even if he gets recorded, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Gets the Owl out immediately right here. Seer currently has 25% Owl that has been regenerated on himself. And then we do see that the Mech has deployed her own doll while decoding that cipher, currently running as far away as possible just for her own safety as well. So it's a little bit of an unfortunate situation that that flywheel didn't come out. So Mech will be starting to decode a little bit slower right now as well. But the good news is 4.5 ciphers done. Blink coming out right here immediately, and there are currently 2.5 scrolls on the Clerk. Sadly, that 49 cipher per progress will be locked, but at least the good news is first officer can decode that cipher after he rescues, after using a stopwatch and goes into the rescue. We do see that survivors are currently going to open an extra cipher. You might as well. You really just might as well by this point in age. Because like against the Clerk, if your survivors has contained for long enough, you shouldn't really be greedy with the ciphers in general. Just open an extra one. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It seems like the entomologist has been recorded right there, sadly. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. That cipher will be locked as well. Gets the hit right there. C will have to pull as far away as possible from the Clerk right now as well. Gets the pallet storm right there immediately. That's not a good sign though, because this just allows Seer to rebound quite a bit. Seer currently has 60% Owl regen right there. Getting the impulsive charge attack hit right now. We can see that the cipher is almost done. Looks on towards the cipher, of course, onto the first officer right now. Locks the cipher right there immediately. Cipher's currently at 88%. Not too bad. Not too bad. The mechanic stall will just be healing the first officer. That's about it. That's really just about it. We're missing the last cipher, which is Ento cipher, which is at 45%. Mech is coming in to assist with a body block and trying to help Seer rebound kite for as long as possible until entomologist cipher is done. But here, as we can see as well, locking on towards the entomologist cipher there once again kind of hurts quite a bit for the ento, but it is what it is by this point. We do see that the cipher is currently at 90% for our cipher, which is currently being locked near us here, and entomologist wants to come into with the assist as well. We're already coming in with a 4 assists surprisingly, and of course the first officer will be joining them very soon as well. Now then, we can see both of them are gonna come in. Trying to lock as much time as possible with the chair. Gets a terror shock right there. That's fine. That's fine. 75% cipher there will be locked immediately by the Clerk, but you don't have a scroll on the entomologist, and the doll is coming in as well. Now the doll can just stay behind that pallet, and Clerk can't walk through the pallet, sadly. What can you wait, you're changing targets. Changing targets here isn't a good idea. The doll is there. So we're just gonna see a doll heal the first officer who has 2 watches, and that cipher will be done. But at least got the cipher scroll right there. Uses the scroll immediately. Going back to our 75% there. Next scroll is ready in 9 seconds, but sad they didn't decode, but 81, 82, 83, 84, 85 is slowly going up right now. Oh, records onto that, but recorded onto the wrong person. Recorded onto the wrong person. Should be able to immediately rescue right here. That's very nicely done. Wanting the body block here as much as possible for the mech. Mech being able to vault right there. Open the cipher for them instead. Oh, Clerk opened the cipher for them, but even if you do there, you were a little bit slower. You were a little bit slower on hitting the first officer. But even if you did get the first officer there, how could you get a 4-man elimination right here? Because for the Clerk, she needs a 4-man elimination to win this game. So it's kind of, this is a really desperate moment for Clerk right here, as you can see as well. Mech vaulting over that pallet, running behind that pallet right there. Mech vaulting over the window, running behind that pallet right there. Very nice pallet stun. Both exit gates are being opened, so no way you're going to take it to dungeon. I refuse. There's a blink right there, so there's hardly going to be a chance for a dungeon. But it seems like first officer wants to come in for the body block, immediately using the stopwatch right here, as we can see as well. I think what has to happen here really is to Clerk to, yes, angle the blinkish. Very nicely done. That's 2 survivors, 3 survivors escaped. Seer using the owl right there. Seer didn't get the owl ready. That's a little bit unfortunate, I guess. But let's congratulate TuI for winning against 3